evening, fight fans, and welcome to Fight Week on Fox, powered by Musashi. My name is Nico Pajarillo, and I'm joined by Alexander Volkanovski and Dan Hooker in studio today. Well, UFC 303 has undergone a series of changes, and saving the day once again on late notice is the sport's biggest superstar at the moment, Alex Pereira. He's going to join the show live in a moment. Stay tuned for that. Also, we'll recap a massive weekend in Saudi Arabia where our very own Robert Whittaker secured one of the best knockouts of his career. Rob's just arrived back home. He's going to call in as well, so it's a big day for Fight Week on Fox. Gents, thanks for coming in. Alex, we'll begin with you. What's been going on? Any fight news we can look forward to?
Nothing really to announce at the moment, other than back in training and ready to go. It was not that long ago where I just tried to put my mind away from fighting. Just think of everything but fighting for a little bit. But now the head's there. I did my first full scheduled week a couple of weeks ago. Back to sparring. And straight away, I'm just like, all right, give me a fight. You know what I mean? So I'm in a position now where I'm just eager to get back in there. So I did what I had to do. Now excited to get back in there. But nothing to announce other than ready to go and do some work soon.
But looking to get a fight in by the end of the year?
I do want one before the end of the year. I said later in the year, and I still stand by that. If for short notice, I tried to put my hand up for this weekend, I was pestering Hunter, Dana, and Ash. My manager, I was absolutely pestering, be like, hey, I can do this, let's go. But it just shows you where I'm at now.
Step in and fight Chandler.
Huh? Well, yeah, that's what I said. I thought, obviously you're hearing whispers. I didn't know what was going on, but I was like, if you need a guy, if it's Chandler, whatever it is, I think the last couple of international fight weeks have been there. So I was like, I'll do this. Or
he's mad, eh?
Whatever it is. I was even thinking, I even said, I was even talking to Ash, and I'm like, I don't know, you got what fights could they do? You need to save the day. Maybe a BMF belt with Max, a floor fight. I was like throwing it all out there.
It just shows
you go from I'm taking some time off to just stepping up on short notice and fighting absolutely everyone.
It was weird. It's like it went from, if you asked me 2 weeks before that was happening, I'm like, you're crazy. What are you talking about? Then I started training and then flipped that switch. I'm like, get me in there, you know what I mean? So it's just, it's good. It shows you that I was able to switch it off and I can switch it back on when I want to. And we've switched it back on. So ready to go. So hopefully end of the year. So I did the right thing. It's been like four months. I'm trying to take it easy, not much head contact and things like that. Just, give a bit of a rest from the fighting side of things. I've been hard at it for 13, 14 years straight. So it's been great to just put it aside for a bit. But now I'm like chewing at the bit to get back in there.
He'll be fighting Yuri Prohaska soon. Dan, we haven't seen you since your almighty war against Jalen Turner a little while ago. You've had your injury concerns since then. How is the arm?
Body's at 100%. Everything's all clear. I'm training. I'm training hard, training 100%. I'm in camp, getting ready for Perth. I'm not sure I can really say anything.
Go on, Dan.
There's nothing official. But obviously, I'm 100% in, and the old Charlie Olives. I think that's a fight that the fans over here on this side of the world would love to see. But yeah, well, let's see if he takes the cake and signs on the dotted line.
Okay, here we go.
I don't know how true that is, but I'll leave it with you, my friend. Guys, some big results that took place over the weekend within the UFC. As we take a look at our Musashi knockout moment, Volk, our guy Robert Whittaker got it done in absolutely spectacular fashion.
Yeah, man, for sure. It's great to see. Obviously, I had him winning. I did call for the TKO, but not like this, right? First round straight away, bang, 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 and just put it on the guy. Impressive. Great to see Rob go out there and handle business like that. It was, really good.
Dan, the late notice opponent switch didn't seem to affect him too much.
Nah, not at all. Absolutely creamed him, catching him early with the exact same punch. His only loss of Askarov's career was that same knockout from Chimaev. So to catch him with the same punch, a very short notice. But obviously Whittaker studied some film and did his homework and caught him with the exact same shot, which was incredible.
Well, I'm very pleased to announce that Rob actually joins us now. Rob, congratulations, mate. You made a lot of Aussies happy on Sunday, let me tell you.
No, thank you very much, mate. It's good to be home.
Now, I do want to talk about the fight in a moment. However, there was that breaking news from Nick Walshaw here on Fox Sports yesterday that you actually underwent emergency surgery a few weeks before leaving. Can you talk us through what happened in that regard?
No, I don't think it was. It wasn't as bad as it sounds.
Right.
Like,
I knew Rob was going to play that down. Rob was always going to play that down.
No, I think it's been overhyped. I had to. It did hurt though. I had to get 2 root canals. I think two days before I flew out, because I had a pretty bad infection in my jaw, and yeah, it just hurt like something. Yeah, I give it a 9.5 on the pain scale. It's terrible.
Wow.
It's terrible.
I've had them before. They're very painful. I mean, not just that. Obviously, the timing of it all coming in when you're ready to go just puts a spanner in the works. So to get your head around, obviously, physically you want to be training and mentally you want to get your head around it. You obviously did, because you looked incredible out there. And I want to congratulate you on that, mate. That was impressive. I had you winning, I don't know if I said first round KO, but I knew it was a KO. But you went out there and just took care of business, mate. Love to see it. Well done.
No, thank you very much, mate. It sucked, but if anything, it gave me a couple of days off the week before I left, and ran the course of antibiotics. By about midweek in Dubai, the pain was gone, and I was able to get back on the mats, and maybe that little reprieve helped out. You know, the biggest thing I was worried about was if I had to take the tooth taken out, if the hole would patch up in the weeks leading into it, and how that would affect the eating and the weight and everything else. But no, it all come good. But I had to finish the procedures today. Like, I've totally forgot that I only did the first stage. It's like a 3-stage thing. So I gotta get back in there today.
I'm not gonna lie, mate. It does sound as bad.
Yeah, exactly. Sounds pretty awful. 9.5.
I know you're playing it down, but it definitely does sound as bad, if not worse, than it was initially reported. But
No.
Obviously, incredible performance, getting the big knockout. You obviously finished them off with the big uppercut, and then I saw the clip come up of Khamzat's finish as well with the exact same knockout, that big uppercut. Was that something that you studied or saw coming in, or was it just an audible play?
It wasn't something I studied. I did see that knockout, but it wasn't something I had planned to do, because how do you plan to hit someone with the same sort of move, right? But I swear to God, I kid you not, when I push him up against the fence and the head kick doesn't land because he's already floppy by that point, but when I get him up against the fence, that clip played in my head like at the same time. It almost like reminded me that was a thing, and the rest is history. It worked.
I love that the head kick missed because he was already floppy.
Yeah, exactly. you know what I mean? Like, I threw the head kick and he kind of fell with it. It didn't connect because he wasn't upright. He was like, it's like, you know what I mean?
How's the jet lag? Obviously, I know what it's like when you're in that part of the world coming back, a bit of jet lag. Are you getting some gaming time in because you can't sleep? What's going on?
Mate, it's wild. You know what the worst thing about the jet lag is, since being home, is that now that I'm up at weird hours, Sophia's always like, how about you feed the baby? How about if you're up, can you make her a bottle? If you're up, like, can I have some more sleep? So, yeah, I guess we're dealing with that now.
Yeah.
Rob, I did want to touch on, you mentioned that it is a 3-stage process in recovering from what's affecting you. Where does that leave you? Where does that place you in terms of fighting potentially or backing up a UFC 305 in Perth?
Two parts to that. So when I said yes to everything, obviously the adrenaline was going through the roof, and I had totally forgotten I had a root canal planned when I got home, right? So, like, once that was done and I sat down and spoke to the team about it, they reminded me, and then I come to my senses and stuff. So I got to get some mouth work done to start. But secondly, also, I don't know. I'm no one's replacement fighter. I'm a main event fighter. When our paths will cross with either DDP or Adesanya, I'll get the name. They'll be in the crosshairs, and I'll train and fight appropriately. Yeah.
So what do you think would be next for you? You're looking to wait for that title, or you're looking at because I know Sean Strickland's trying to say I'm waiting for this, I'm waiting for that. Is that an option, or you're like, nah, I'm next?
No, I'm not really waiting for anything. I'm going to go on a holiday to the Queensland. Going to jump on the Goldie for a little bit with the kids. I'm going to go watch the fight in Perth, obviously. But I'd like to get back in there later in the year, October, November, December, around that time. So, we'll see what the UFC come up with. I've already kind of given them a timeline and I've spoken to them, suggestions, ideas, we're throwing things around. But, I'm not waiting. Time waits for nobody.
Yeah.
See, with respect to Sean Strickland, I kind of feel that both you and Sean are, in a similar boat, however, because you both beat Paulo Costa. However, you've got one more win than he does. So I kind of feel like you are better placed to wait for a title shot than he is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and my fight with Paulo was cooler than his one.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I don't think that's how it works. Mate, I don't know. I'm not really worried what he's doing. Like I said, I've thrown some ideas around with the UFC and my team's talking with them. So something will pop up. I'm not really that's not what I do. I don't really play with that sort of stuff.
Well, Rob, regardless of what takes place next, we can't wait to see it. We know that it's going to be exciting. And congratulations to you once again on an incredible victory. Your first knockout, actually, since 2017. So I imagine you're super happy about that.
Why you got to bring it up? Everyone brings it up. Come on, dude. It's not from lack of trying, dude.
I know. I'm aware.
Hopefully that gets all the fans off me back because they've been giving it to me for years. So...
Appreciate your time, Rob. Go and enjoy the win and spend some much-needed time with your family.
Congratulations, mate. Enjoy that break. Have a good one.
There he was. How good to see our guy. Bobby, getting it done. Incredible.
Yeah, man, for sure. Looks like obviously in high spirits after a big win like that. You're going to be in high spirits. Looks like he's, soaking it all up. Jet lag, he said the jet lag's getting him a little bit, but, that's to be expected. We're always, this part of the world, we're always travelling. It's always one thing. But you know what? It's much easier to deal with jet lag coming off a win. So that's I'm sure he's lapping it all up at the moment.
Well, that was last week. Let's take a look at this weekend and the main card for UFC 303. Ian Machado Gary aims to continue his undefeated ways against UFC newcomer Michael Venom Page. Mayra Bueno Silva looks to bounce back from her title fight loss. She takes on Macy Chasson. Lionheart Smith and Ramanda Lidze were both late additions to this card. Diego Lopez is surging through the featherweight division. He's up against Volk's former opponent Brian Ortega before an epic rematch between two warriors.